I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers' gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
KUAGN CASSIUS IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm joined by Joseph Markowski. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Your assessment of AJ's performance tonight.
I thought it was a good fight. I thought he boxed well. Obviously, we were hoping for a knockout. Didn't come, but he had, I think, opportunities and didn't quite get one. But we're happy with it. It's a win, and we're looking forward to the bigger fights to come now. We're excited about it.
You was ringside. What's your assessment of what was going on at the end there? Because it looked like, in the middle of the Dillian White fight, if you remember from years ago, there was a little bit of commotion going on. But this was after the fight. What actually happened?
I couldn't see. I had a bunch of security guards in front of me, so I'm not really sure. I'll have to watch it back. But there was a little bit of afters, I think. But yeah, I didn't get a good start on it, so I can't really comment.
Okay, fair enough. Eddie Hearn did predict possibly between 300 and 400,000 new subscribers for DAZN. Any tracking numbers on that?
We'll know midweek. We don't know tonight, but we're happy with it. The campaign's been excellent. The coverage has been everywhere the last couple of weeks. You could have asked for more mainstream coverage in the UK. Obviously, we look at our numbers around the world as well, but clearly the focus is in the UK. And I expect it to be strong because the coverage and the interest from the public. AJ's a huge draw, and it was a big campaign that landed with the public. So we're excited about looking at the numbers.
The introduction of the 429 channel on Sky now, expecting that to have huge impacts moving forward?
I don't think huge impact. I think the vast majority of our sign-ups will remain direct via the DAZN app. Clearly there's a part of the UK sports fan population, a big part, who've grown used to watching AJ and other big UK sport on Sky. We're about accessibility. We don't want to turn off routes into watching DAZN or watching our content. So it was important for us to be on Sky. We're going to be on Sky permanently now, to be on Virgin, to be on Amazon channels, to be on all the platforms where people want to consume content. We're not going to turn off any gateways to watch our content. We're about maximising our distribution. So it'll be interesting to see what the percentage of the numbers are that came from Sky. I expect, as I say, the vast majority to come via DAZN direct. And I think over time that will continue because our brand's going to grow and the content we offer in the UK is going to get better and better, hopefully, and that's definitely our plan. So I expect the number to be, one that will decline actually as a percentage over time, but we'll see.
People are going to run out of excuses to start slagging DAZN off eventually. It was just an app and etc, etc. Now you're kind of making those kind of moves to make it more accessible to everyone. And your schedule for the next 2 months, I have to say, as a fan, is very fucking good.
Well, thank you. Look, boxing fans, as you know, are very, very vocal. We've been operating as a broadcaster since 2016 in Japan and in Germany and in Spain and in Italy and in the US and in Canada, in many markets of the world. We're early in our journey here. We launched really in the UK last summer, 2021 summer, and we are building a business. We're building a schedule. Give us time. We're going to be a major player in UK sports broadcasting. I'm very proud of the efforts we've made thus far. I'm proud to have AJ on the platform. I'm proud of our schedule for the next 6 weeks. The value, I mean, you said it yourself, I don't even have to say it. It's unbelievably good. I'm very happy to announce Tank Garcia. I'm looking forward to Katie Taylor. I'm looking forward to Canelo. I'm looking forward to all of the fights we've got coming up. And we're trying to keep our promise too on value. I think we are doing that. I see less and less noise about that from Twitter. I try and turn off notifications now, as I'm sure many people do. But we're listening to fan feedback. We're trying to deliver value. Tonight was an example of that, and we're looking forward to building beyond the end of May into June in the summer, a stronger and stronger schedule and a stronger and stronger offer to fight fans, whilst we're also looking at how we can expand our content in the UK, so we do have a broader roster of content beyond just boxing. So we're excited about it.
I will say one thing. I do see you take and answer questions, and not just answer questions on social media, but actually if you see kind of the point being made that you take relevant steps in order to kind of make that a reality in whatever aspect that is.
Yeah, I think you have to. And I think this industry and this space moves so fast. Things are changing all the time. Fan expectations are changing far quicker than they used to. I mean, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, when it was linear television dominant, things didn't move as fast as this. Things move incredibly quickly now. Consumers have high expectations. If services, we're asking them to take their money. We want to be listening proactively. We want to, the accessibility on Sky and on Virgin, on Amazon channels, that's an example of us listening. We want to have our ears open to that feedback. So, yeah, sometimes, keep it PG, but keep it coming.
Joseph, listen, thank you very much for your time, and great night here at the O2. It's good to be back with Anthony Joshua here at the O2, and yes, listen, on to the next.
On to the next. See you soon.
Thank you very much.
I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncers' guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,